There is nothing like a great comedy. And guys, this is nothing like a great comedy. Welcome back, watchers, to Fried Up Movie Reviews, where I review movies old and new, games of all sorts, and other entertainment content. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and if you like what you see, punch that like button. Now today we're going to be talking about the comedy that came out a few years ago called Grown Ups. Now this is a family comedy type film starring Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Rob Schneider, David Spade, and Chris Rock. Now hearing these actors, you would think this is going to be a great movie. The basic premise of this film is that these 5 friends grew up together on a basketball team and they form this friendship at a young age. They all go off to form their own lives and get married, have children, and they all have this bond though in their coach, who in the story at the beginning actually passes away. That's what generally brings them together to come back to their childhood home where the coach's funeral is held. But that's just where the story gets started, and antics ensue as they get back together. A lot of hijinks in relation to spouses, children, and significant others. In any of my reviews, I like to cover the strengths and weaknesses of any of the films. This film does have some strengths. It does have some funny bits. Obviously, these comedians have a lot of history and a lot of talent behind them, so the give and take of some of the actors in this film, specifically in my opinion, of the David Spade character, I think is a pretty good interaction. A lot of the humor is somewhat funny, but that's pretty much where my praises end on this film. On the weaknesses side, it's kind of strong. Not only are the friends somewhat bullying to especially one of the characters, Rob Schneider's character, who just happens to have a little bit different of a lifestyle choice, as well as they are actively mean towards some of the other characters, and there's a lot of awkwardness. One of the friends has a child who's 4 years old and is still nursing. Weird. The one main character, Adam Sandler's children, are basically spoiled brats. He's hiding the fact that he has a nanny. It's a lot of weird relationships. Also, a lot of the humor falls flat. It's a lot of fart-type jokes, weird relation humor with one of the friends having a daughter who's much younger but is into older guys. A lot of the jokes didn't sit well with me. And this is one of Adam Sandler's later movies. If you go back to some of his older films, he does have some great content, but I believe in the last 5 or so years, 5-10 years, he's not been putting out very good stuff. And I could elaborate further on if you want in the comments on which movies I think are good and bad. As a whole, the movie is okay. It was okay to watch at least one time. I would not recommend seeing it again. I give this movie, as I give all content on my channel, a score of love it, like it, or hate it. Now, as you can maybe tell from how I've been speaking about the film, I give this movie a hate it. I love comedies, and this is not a good comedy. Really recommend just maybe passing on this one. It's one that should just pass into obscurity, is my opinion. Again, though, those are just my speedy thoughts on this film, Grown Ups. If you liked what you saw here, remember to punch that like button. And if you are wanting to see more of my reviews or you want to see my past ones, please consider subscribing. Again, I'm Michael. This is Fried Up Movie Reviews. See ya.